All right, so what is today? Wednesday. As you guys are getting yourselves together, I'm gonna drop the warm up in the chat. You guys are gonna need really just one dumbbell or kettlebell that you want to use, lightish to moderate weight for the warm up. Everything is basically one arm today, so we really only need one piece of equipment. You may want to switch later on if you have a second one that you want to go a little heavier for the WOD. I'm just trying to quickly get the warm up in the chat here.
I dip, split my leg.
So that'll take a second. And you guys could get yourselves set up with water, towel if you need it. We have a great set of workouts today, and we're gonna really be exposing some weaknesses on either side of our body. Hopefully not too much, but as we work with a lot of one arm and crossing the midline movements here.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, I finally found the Zoom link.
Welcome. Perfect timing.
Okay.
I was just about to review the warm-up. So same kind of thing that we've been doing, which is your 45 seconds on, 15 seconds transition through 8 movements. And the movements will mimic a lot or practice a lot of what we're going to be doing. Hey, Susan. Doing in the workouts today.
Okay.
We're going to do 2 strength workouts that are going to follow this same time frame workout, a lot of core, and then a climb the ladder WOD. And then we're going to do some bonus Turkish get up practice, which is like one of my favorite moves. And then we'll finish off with some mobility. So again, one dumbbell or one kettlebell on the light side for the warm up. I'm just going to review a couple of the moves for you guys. I know some of you probably watched Beth on the YouTube, but just to make sure we're all on the same page. I know we know our reverse burpees. And so let me just switch my view here. Thanks. So that reverse burpee, we start from standing. We're going to lower ourselves down, kick up, and pop up and jump up. You can scale that by using your hands. So as you come back, you can put your hands on the ground to help you get up. I really give myself a good roll so I get some momentum into my feet. The alt dumbbell kettlebell split snatch. And I would definitely recommend lightweight, even for the workout, especially if it feels a little awkward, because you're moving 2 sides of your body at the same time. So in all of these overhead moves, whatever arm is going up, the split leg is the opposite leg, okay? So coming from the ground with the split snatch, you're gonna have your weight down, you're gonna get in your position, and I'm gonna pop the weight up, but shoot my left leg forward and my right leg back. So from here to here. And then you always step front leg first. Front first is an easy way to remember it. Bring the back leg and come to full standing before you switch. Then you can rotate hands on the way down, touch the weight, hop up, front first, and then back. Try not to hit the top of your garage. So that's the dumbbell kettlebell split snatch. Hollow holds, you guys know, I'll talk you through that as we go. The hang squat clean is a deadlift up first. So when we hang, we always start from a full extended position standing up. You're gonna take the weight down and hinge your hips like we would for a kettlebell swing, and then clean it up to the full squat and stand up. Then you just switch, clean it up to the squat, stand up, switch. Okay, so that's going to be our hang, squat, clean. And again, I'll review these. And then the other move is the alt split jerk. So for that one, we're actually going to start at the shoulder. So you could go ahead and just clean your weight up. And then from here, we're going to shoot our hand up and split that left leg forward. So little dip drive and into position. Front first, back, return. And then we're just going to lower the weight and switch it over across our chest. Same thing, dip drive. Opposite leg forward, front first. Bring the back, come to full standing before you lower the weight. Switch it back. I just lowered the weight before I stood up all the way. So it's a lot to think about as you're moving all those different parts. So take your time and think about moving well. It's really great taxing the mind, going back and forth across, moving different sides of your body in different directions. Everything else is stuff that we've done, mountain climbers, inchworm I'm gonna lead you guys in, and alternating V-ups is, we'll go through that as we're going, and I'll give you guys some modifications. So just take a second, make sure you have some kind of dumbbell or kettlebell, some water for yourself, and I'm gonna get the clock set and we'll get going in about 30 seconds. Unless anyone has any questions, you could pop them out too. All right, I'm gonna make sure the volume on my timer is all the way up so you guys should be able to hear the beeps. And I always forget to say this, but if you're muted, feel free to put on your own music because I don't really ever put on music over here. So, you know, if that's something you guys want, feel free to do that while you're muted. All right. So we're gonna start off with our reverse burpees in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Go down, kick up, jump at the top. All right, now you're gonna get that dumbbell or kettlebell, and we're gonna work on that alternating split snatch. That's power, so we're starting from the ground. So again, come up, alt leg goes forward, front first, switch hands. Take your time working on your balance in your split. Okay, now we're gonna go to a hollow hold. Halfway through, we're gonna stick to flutter kicks. You guys have all your normal modifications for hollow hold. So you get into your ball, you get one leg out, get the other out. You leave your hands here if that's good. You can keep your knees up. If you're feeling good, you add your hands so your shoulders are off. And then you can start adding flutter kicks. You can do tight, quick ones, bigger movements, or you could just stay in hollow if you need to. All right. Now we're going into that hang squat clean. So go ahead and remember to deadlift the weight first. So we start in that standing position. So deadlift up, then you're gonna hinge and go down into your full squat, stand up, switch. Think about falling under the weight. Stand up all the way to full extension. Very good. All right, alternating V-ups. Basically just doing a V-up, but bringing one leg at a time and bringing both legs to that foot. So you'll be back in your hollow and come up, touch one, touch two, touch one, touch the other. You can also stay with knees in, and you could also modify by going to our normal sit-up. So find the movement that's right for you and is going to give you the right stimulus. If you are doing those hollows, don't let shoulders touch. Keep the legs straight. All right. Now we're going into those split jerks. So again, you can clean the weight up to the shoulder. Once it's up there, we're not going to lower it beyond the shoulder. So, dip drive, really good, strong stance, front first. Rotate. Fall into that lunge. You should hear your feet hitting the ground. Nice strong position. Okay, now we're going into mountain climbers. So we're going to get down into that plank hold and one foot up to the outside of the hand and then jump and switch. These can be modified by not bringing your foot up so far. You can play around with the speed, going faster or slower. All about what's good for you on this day. And then I'll come back for that. Okay, and then last move, I'm going to walk you guys through our inchworm. So we're going to start from standing. We're going to lower our hands to the ground and walk them out into that plank. From here, we're going to drop down all the way, Untuck your toes. Come up into that upward dog. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Come back to center. Put your toes back and shoot back into your downward dog. Pedal your feet. From here, step your right foot up to the outside of your right hand and go ahead and look over that leg. Hand to the sky. Good twist. Bring it back down. Back to plank. Left leg comes up. Left hand to the sky. Twist over. Looking up at your hand. Bringing that back down. Step back to the full plank. Shoot your hips back. One last downward dog. And then walk your feet up back to your hands. From here, we stand up all the way, reach overhead, and lean back for a counter stretch. All right. Woo. After going through a few of those movements, does anyone have some questions or feel like anything was awkward? I'm going to stop and kind of watch you guys during the strength, and I'll give any kind of cues as we're going. One thing I realized is that we were supposed to switch to plank jacks during the mountain climbers, but I'll review them before we go into the strength WOD that has them. All right. So I'm going to post our first strength. We have 2 sets of strength. They're both 8-minute rounds. And there are 4 movements. We'll take 2 minutes of rest in between. So strength 1 is in the chat right now. And then strength 2 is going to go in there right afterwards. And so what we're doing in the first round is going to be 45 seconds of the split power snatches only on the right side. Then we're going to go into a hollow body hold. And if you want to scale it up, you can take a plate and hold a plate overhead. Then we're going to go into the left arm, dumbbell, kettlebell power snatches, and then hollow body flutter kicks. So alternating between those snatches left and right, and then the core movements. Any questions just about that sequence of strength moves? Good to go? You guys, some of you have your modifications. I'm just going to take a sip of water. And clock is already set. If you need to switch out weights for this, that's fine. Nope, from the ground, all the way up overhead. Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody good? Thumbs up? Great. So I'm gonna give us 10 seconds. And we're starting with just the right arm on that split power snatch. And so I know we were alternating in the warm-up. You're gonna bring it all the way down to the ground in between reps, even though you're not switching arms. The other cue I would give you guys is watch your knee. So you want to have, when you split in your lunge, you want to have your shin nice and perpendicular, close to a 90-degree angle in that front leg. I noticed one time when I filmed myself, my knee was weighed out here. So think about that knee position also. All right, we're going in 10. 3, 2, 1, go. And remember, front leg first. full return and standing before you lower the weight. Okay. Now we're going into hollow hold, or a variation on it, depending on what you're doing. Get into that good ball position. Send those legs. You can stay there. If you're feeling good, add the arms. Or if you're feeling good, you can also add the weight. Doesn't take much, just breathe. Keep everything tight. Squeeze your feet together, pointing those toes. All right, come out of it carefully. Now we're gonna go into left arm power snatches with the split leg. Go. There you go. Yeah, remember, it's that opposite leg coming forward. All right. Everyone's looking pretty good there. So this time we're going into hollow body flutter kicks. And again, if you want, you could scale up with that weight. Try and keep those knees locked out, good straight legs. And again, you can vary the speed. Movement of the legs should be generated from the hips. And again, if that flutter is taxing, do one of the alternatives. Bring your knees in, just hold the hollow, that's all fine. Going back up to the right arm, second time around. Go. So right arm goes up, left arm goes out, left leg, sorry. Good strong split. Make sure as you guys are lowering the weight that you're not bending over too much. You're coming down with the hip hinge and lowering your butt. Keep a good solid back on the way down. Three, two, one. All right, back to hollow holds. Three, two, one, go. These kind of holds, you just got to get your position and let your mind go away somewhere and breathe. As you start getting tired, tighten everything up. Use your adductors to squeeze your feet together, your legs together. Squeeze your quads. Tuck your belly button in. 5 seconds. All right. Now we're going back to those left split snatches. So again, really watch your back when you're lowering the weight. Come down with it. And always front leg first. And last one for this round is back to those hollow hold flutter kicks. All right. Really think about your low back staying in contact with the ground. Make your adjustments as you get tired. Five seconds. 4, 3, hang in, 2, 1. Good job. Sorry, my dog just tried to jump the fence. We had him inside, but our kids keep letting him out. All right, we're taking 2 minutes in between strength movements. And then we're gonna run the same clock. So this round is right arm split jerks, mountain climbers, left arm split jerks, and plank jacks, which I forgot to do with you guys in the warm up. So it is just what it sounds. You're getting down, holding your plank, and then you're doing jumping jacks with your feet, in and out. All right. Things to be thinking about there are keeping that plank position, even though you're bringing your legs in and out, trying to keep a good straight line as much as possible. You don't want to be shimmying or bringing your butt to the sky. You want to try and keep that nice straight line from shoulders to ankles. All right. So we got 1 more minute. Take a second. Switch out weights if you want. Tim, I see you're going into the jerk and then lowering. Is that okay?
Yeah, well, so it's like the one thing I can't do is be at the top of the position with my arm up. So
Right.
Split snatches, what I was doing was basically doing the bottom part and then lowering before
I
coming.
saw, yeah, just watch the weight on that because that's that less stable position when you're lowering at that point.
It was definitely, yeah, it was a little iffy
Yeah.
there a couple times. But
Yeah, I would go a little lighter just for the core and just work on the quality of movement in that case.
okay, sounds good.
Right. All right, we got about 20 seconds. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. All right, and we're going in 10. So you can clean the weight up to your shoulder here. 3, 2, 1, go. And then once it's up, drive. and punch it. Oh, just one arm. Don't switch hands like I was going to. Stand up with it. Front first. Going into those mountain climbers, on those split jerks and the other split stuff, I tend to put my non-working arm out as a counterbalance. So you can play around with that. Some people like it in front. Mountain climbers. Good. You can alternate the depth of your jump. You can alternate or modify the speed. Again, trying to keep a pretty good plank position and not come up too much. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to that left side. So again, you're going to clean it up. Dip drive. Strong movement into the split. Go. And just make sure you come to your full stance before you lower your weight. You shouldn't be lowering your weight if your legs are still moving. All right, now we are going into those plank jacks. Three, 2, 1. So again, feet are going in and out, and you're trying not to break your plank too much. Think about bracing your core to keep everything nice and tight. Hang in for 10 more seconds. Good. Coming up, next round, we're back to the right. The only cue I'm going to give you guys a reminder is once you do your split, stand up and then lower the weight. Get all the way up with both legs under you. Good. Split. Step, step. Good. Good. All right, now we're back to mountain climbers. Second round of those. Three, 2, 1, go. You can mix up going faster and slower, make a little interval out of it. Three, two, one. All right. Going back to left arm, split jerks. Get that dip drive, make sure nice straight line up and down. And then you're dropping into that lunge. Nice and strong. Good. And then last round of this strength is back to those plank jacks. You guys are doing great. Here we go. Really think about drawing your abs in. Nice tight support through your shoulders and chest. I think about squeezing my quads too to keep my legs locked out. 10 seconds. Done. All right. Another 2 minutes. Doing great here. Towel off, grab a little water. So the WOD is a climb the ladder. We're going to be doing it by twos. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 8 minutes. So should have decent movement. It's a little bit too long to be a sprint, but you should be moving the whole time. So pick the right weight. Now we're doing those alt dumbbell hang squat cleans. So every time the weight hits the ground, you got to deadlift it up. So if you wind up breaking up your sets, don't forget that during the movement. So we deadlift up, started standing, do our hip hinge and up, switch hands. That's 1, 2. The next move is doing those alt leg V-ups. So you would be down in your hollow and do 1, 2. That would be the first round. Every leg counts as a rep. So then you get up, do your 4 hang squat cleans, left, right on the V-ups, and so forth. All right? The RX weights are 50 and 35, but pick a weight that's good, that's you're gonna be able to keep moving through. About 25 seconds. We'll switch the clock. All right, we're going in 10. Starting with 2 hang squat cleans, alternating, 2 all leg V-ups. Go. Oh. Just over halfway. Keep it up. Focus on the quality of the movement. As you start getting a little tired, higher up in reps. Two minutes. One minute. Final 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! That was good. All right. We got time. I know some people sometimes need to go, so if you feel like you need to check out, just make sure you cool down and stretch out. We're gonna do 5 minutes of Turkish get-up practice, and then about 3 or 4 minutes of mobility if people want to hang on. All right. So I'm just going to talk you through it. Lightweight, focus on control. So you can start flat. When you get in this position, make sure your shoulder is down and back and you're packing it. Your opposite, your leg that the bell is in is up. Sorry. So you start with the punch up, always looking at the weight and holding it above head. So first move is to elbow, then pop up to your hand. Then from here, we're going to use this other foot, slip our knee under, keeping that weight straight up. Stand up to twist into that good lunge position. Stand up all the way. Reverse lunge. Twist the leg, lower the hand. Kick the leg through. Drop to the elbow. And then return to the ground. Drop the leg. Drop the weight. Rainbow it overhead to switch sides. And then we're going to walk it through. Why don't you guys grab your weight, and I'm going to talk us through one together, and then we'll go into some practice. All right. So get down on your back with that weight. Again, I would go lightweight here. Start with that left hand up in the sky, pack your shoulders down and back. Left leg is up. Left leg is in the sky. First move is a sit up to your right elbow. Weight is straight up to the sky. I'm looking at it. Now up to the hand. Then we're going to use that left foot to give us some leverage and get our knee under us. And then straighten out so you're facing forward. And just stand up. Reverse the lunge down. Twist that out, send your hip back a little to put your hand down. Thread that leg back. Lower down to your back. Lower the weight. Rainbow it overhead to switch hands. And then pack that shoulder, send your right arm up. Switch legs. And one more I'm going to go with you. Up to the elbow, to the hand, thread through to the knee, straighten out, stand up all the way, come back down, reverse lunge, twist and send your hip back, hand down, thread the leg through back to your butt, elbow down, shoulders down, weight down and around. You guys keep going. Try to keep your arms locked out. Try not to break at the elbow. Take your time, find your balance in each position before you get moving to the next position. And just remember to always look up at that weight. Up, yep, same leg, same arm. Up to your elbow, good, to your hand. Now you're gonna bring that leg through. Yes. Straighten out now to a straight, so you're facing forward, stand up. And then just reverse lunge back. Good. Twist and send that hip back to the hand, good. Thread the leg. Good, down to the elbow, to the back. Great job, Cheryl. All right, halo it back around, switch arms, switch legs, good. Good modification, Tim, for your garage ceiling. Nice, Steph. This is a great full body movement, core and shoulder stability. Just about 1 more minute of this. You might find one side's easier than the other. That's just some imbalances. It's very common. Might be your dominant hand side, might be the other. And finishing up on your last one, whatever one you're on right now. All right. Great work. Guys, it's about 7:57. I was gonna do 4 minutes of mobility, so that'll put us just like a minute or 2 over. If you feel like you need to go, that's fine. If you wanna hang in, we're gonna do just a few stretches here, hit our shoulders, arms, our glutes, and our quads. So we're gonna start on the ground. Legs out in front of us. And we're just gonna go ahead and bring our right leg and step it over our left quad. And just go ahead and squeeze that tight to your body. Think about sitting straight up, try not to roll your back. And bringing that knee to your sternum. Should feel this down in the hip and the back glute. Really the mid glute. Nice and tight. Switch legs, so kick the right out. Step the left over. Hug it in tight, sit up straight. The straighter you sit, the more of a stretch you're gonna get. If you roll into it, that eases the pressure. If you sit up, that'll allow you to bring your leg in tighter across your body. All right, come out of that. We're gonna go into start in like a kneeling lunge position. And then what we're gonna do is just go ahead and send that left leg back some and drop our hips. But when you drop your hips, don't let your back arch. Try and keep your core sucked in so you have a good sort of hollow position in your body. And you should feel this down your hip into your upper quad. Breathe and sink low into it. Come out of it, switch legs. Same thing, step forward into that lunge. Really think about drawing your low abs in so you don't get that sling in the bottom of your back. Breathe into it. Good position from the top. And now you could either stand up or I'm just going to stay here right on my knees. Go ahead and bring that right arm across your body. I really try and get my hand on my deltoid and bring my forearm across my tricep to get a good pull. Again, good core. Think about being in good body position. Don't let yourself slouch. So breathe through it. And then we're going to go ahead and take that same arm and reach it up and over. Grab your elbow and try and push straight down your spine. And again with this one, don't fall into that lean. Think about trying to keep your abs in like a hollow, standing hollow position. Getting the tricep, rear delt. Shake it out. And then we're going to just finish up on the other side. So bring it across your body. And breathe nicely. Breathe into that stretch. As you let out, try and go a little deeper into it. Five seconds, we're going to switch over to that tricep now. So up overhead, send your hand down towards your spine and pull on that elbow. And again, don't let your, I have a real problem with this, which is why I keep saying it, don't let your bottom back arch. Good posture, good stability. 2, 1, and we are done. Guys, great job as always. Thank you for joining me on this slightly rainy morning. And hopefully this is one of the best hours of your day. So have a great day. And, you know, keep hitting those up, those Turkish get-ups. You could practice those whenever, small set like that, 5 minutes, just turn it on. That's good practice. And, you know, there's a lot of good mobility stretches with Coach Matt on YouTube channel. So at night, that's always a good idea. It'll help you sleep and it'll make you feel better for the morning session. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great Wednesday.
You got your dog back.
Yeah, he's around. He didn't go over, but we lost my wife in the workout. I'll have to go for her after this, right? All right, take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.